Sunshines, it is Liv and welcome back to another video. So you may remember today's video was supposed to be like a messy, drunken vlog from my weekend in Brighton, but it was a bit too messy and I basically forgot to film. But instead, I have a great video lined up for you guys today, and it's going to be what to expect on arrivals day at university, because before I went, I had no idea what it was going to be like the first time meeting your housemates, like the nerves and stuff. Is it really weird when like your parents first leave? So that's basically what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. I have some good points to make to you, things that I learned and the things that I found out from arrivals day, which I didn't know before I went, which is really useful for you guys. Moving in day is very soon for you guys. I know that it's probably around the 15th of September maybe. I think that's when I moved in last year. So yeah, I thought I'd make this because it's very exciting. It's a very exciting time. So I thought I'd just help you out a little bit and tell you what to expect. Before we get into the video, make sure you give it a like if you find it useful and helpful, so I know that you guys like this university content. And also don't forget to subscribe because it helps me out and it makes me really happy. So don't forget to do that. And now let's just get straight into the expectation. So the first thing I'm going to be talking to you about is how you're going to be feeling on arrivals day. Now it's so normal for you to be really apprehensive of like, am I making the right choice of going to university? I'm nervous. Or you might be really excited. I personally was a bit like, oh my gosh, I'm actually like leaving home today. It was a very scary time, and to be honest, it would be a bit strange if you weren't slightly nervous. So if you are getting a bit panicky, don't worry, because everybody is in the same situation as you and nobody really knows what to expect. You don't know how your year is going to go, so don't worry if you are nervous and apprehensive, because I promise you the majority of people are, no matter how confident they seem. Next point that I want to talk to you guys about is how does it feel when your parents first leave you in that room by yourself and you're just left there by yourself, left to fend for yourself, cook for yourself. Like, how does it feel that first moment when they leave? And honestly, it is so different for every person. I personally just didn't get upset for like a week or two until it like fully hit me that I was by myself. Like, it literally is different for so many people. Some people cry when their parents are leaving, some people just don't get upset at all. It's literally down to your personal experience and how you feel about your parents leaving you. So you are bound to be a bit overwhelmed, obviously, but if you aren't upset, don't be like, should I be upset? And if you are upset, I promise you there is a lot of people on that campus that will be crying at the same time as you. Do not worry about it. And you can even speak to your housemates once you like go and meet them and be like, oh yeah, like I'm a bit upset about my parents leaving, because it is bound to be the same for them and they'll completely understand, and you'll have so much support around you if you talk to someone about it. So do not worry if you're upset. If you're not upset about your parents leaving, it is a very, very, very strange feeling when you're suddenly left by yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, I've moved out, especially if you've never lived by yourself before, which the majority of people obviously haven't. So it's a strange feeling. Just prepare yourself to be like, oh my gosh, I'm by myself now. Just prepare yourself for that and everything will be fine. The next point I'm going to talk to you guys about is basically how long do you think your room's going to take to unpack all your stuff. And honestly, it takes a long time. Think about it, you have so many bags of all these different things. Like, you have all your kitchen stuff, you have all your bedding stuff. It takes a while, and one thing I can say is look for secret storage, because so many people in my accommodation did not realise there was underbed storage. So if I were you, I would just check under your bed to see if you have underbed storage. It was just like a lifting up one. So many people didn't realise, and that's where a lot of my stuff went, because I was like, there's not enough storage for me, there's not enough storage, and then I found the underbed storage. So yeah, if you're worried about storage, look under the bed, but your room is not going to be quick to unpack unless you bought nothing. You're obviously basically moving house, so it's not quick. So the next point is kind of just like a tip. So if I were you, I would go to your like kitchen area and bagsy your cupboard as soon as you can, and like your fridge space, because otherwise you'll be left with one that's either too high if you're a small person, too low if you're a tall person. So honestly, just as soon as you can, basically go downstairs and just put one or two things in a cupboard. So yeah, obviously you don't have to do that if you're not bothered, but it's always nice to just have a cupboard that you'd want. They're all basically the same, but it's just like the height and stuff. So luckily I didn't have one that was really tall up. I had one of the lower ones because I am a small person. So yeah, just go downstairs and like bagsy your cupboard pretty quickly. So with MMU's arrivals day, you basically had to book a time slot of when you were going to arrive at uni, so that the uni can basically just organise like a good rota of when people are coming in and out. But do not worry if you're running behind time. So like we got stuck in a lot of traffic on the way to Manchester, so we were really behind our time slot. We were there quite a lot later actually, but they do not care too much. So if you do end up missing your time slot, don't stress at all, because so many people are. It's just so they can kind of like have a rota. So if you are like stuck in traffic at all, don't stress, because I know that I was literally sat in the car like, I've missed my time slot. I'm not gonna be able to move into uni. Obviously, they're gonna let you in. Don't worry about your time slot. Obviously, try and stick to it as much as you can, but it's not the end of the world if you do miss it. They literally, I don't think they even checked for us. Oh, one little thing is that on move-in day, I didn't really think about my room getting quite warm, but oh my gosh, my room was boiling on move-in day. The window was open, the door was open, and it was literally roasting. So just prepare yourself that you might get very warm. Don't wear like loads of clothes, unless it's obviously mega cold outside. I think it was a pretty nice day when I moved in, like last year, September was quite sunny if I remember correctly. So just prepare yourself that it might get really hot in there. Don't wear loads and loads and loads of like thick clothes. So just prepare yourself that your room might be absolutely boiling when you get there. I know all of the MMU Burley accommodation roasting, so prepare yourself for that. So I was really unsure of how we actually would take all of my housing stuff into my accommodation. I just didn't know how that was going to work. Like we had no real like preparation for that, but basically we had these like massive like industrial trolleys. You put as much stuff on there as you could. We had to wheel us down a car park, and let me just insert a video of what happened when we tried to roll it down the massive car park. So yeah, as you can see, all of my stuff did fall off, which was a massive mayhem, but I'm pretty sure that happened to so many people. So if you are moving into Burley campus, be warned, you will have to go down a car park. So make sure there's more than one person with your trolley, because it is not easy. And also try and like go at the bottom of the slope maybe. It could be helpful. So obviously it depends what your university does. Maybe try and find out if you get like the massive trolleys. Obviously you can see what the trolley looked like in that clip. But yeah, we had the big trolleys, so don't worry about like having to like carry your stuff in, you'll get a trolley. So the next thing I want to talk about is probably something that I wasn't expecting to be really nervous about. I'm not the like shyest of persons. I'm quite confident, so I didn't expect to be so nervous to go downstairs for the first time, slash just to your communal area. Obviously mine was downstairs, which I'm saying that. So yeah, going to your communal area for the first time, you might be really nervous. I was literally so scared. I was messaging one of the girls being like, I'm scared to come down. She was like, honestly, just come down, it's fine. I was like, okay. You will be scared to make that first impression. You don't want to come off too confident, you don't want to come off too shy. It's a very scary moment for me going downstairs, but that is so normal. Literally think about it. Everybody else just moved into this place which isn't home, and everybody has to go downstairs and meet these people they've never met before and then live with them for a year. So it is scary making that first impression, but as I've said before, everybody is in the same position. Everybody is scared, everybody is nervous, so don't worry about it. You just have to go for it and just be yourself, because you're not going to get anywhere with trying to be somebody else. Honestly, be yourself and they will love you for that. So one thing that I just didn't really think about was, when are people actually going to start drinking on that first day? Like, do I need to prepare myself to drink like early on? And honestly, that first time I went downstairs to meet my housemates, everybody was having a couple of drinks with each other anyway. Obviously it helps to calm nerves and like everyone just be a bit more sociable when everyone's just having a drink together. I personally didn't drink until the evening. I was fine. Once you meet the people for the first time, you won't be nervous. So honestly, if you don't drink at all, don't worry about it. You will still be confident. Everybody else will still talk to you. Don't stress if you don't drink. It will still be all good and you will love meeting your housemates. So yeah, drinking will start almost as soon as people get there. Everyone's just trying to calm their nerves and be a bit more sociable. Once again, I didn't drink until I went downstairs, I made a bit of dinner, and then I started drinking. So honestly, everyone just starts drinking at their own times, but that was just something that I didn't really think about, and I thought it was quite funny that everybody was basically drinking as soon as I got there. So yeah. So in the evening, I think everybody in most houses basically just went to the communal area with everyone, started drinking, getting to know each other, listening to music. It was really just a chilled situation. Everyone getting to know each other a bit better. Basically, everyone just having drinks together. It's really fun. You guys will be so surprised at how quick it is to feel like you have known these people forever. Like on that first evening, I felt like I had known these guys for so long. Like, it's honestly strange. So if you're worried about like the first night and not really like speaking to people that much, trust me, everybody will be so sociable. I think it's also like nerves. Everyone just like talks a lot, like too much. So it's fine. And honestly, as I said, it feels like you've known them forever. You'll be so close with them just after the first night. Obviously, it might be different for you, but for most people, don't worry about it. The first night, everyone just drinks and gets to know each other so well, and everybody will just be like dancing with each other by the end of the first night. It's literally fine. The one thing I was weirdly nervous with for the first night was making myself some dinner. I think it was just the fact that everybody was sitting down on the table and I had to like leave and like make myself some food. I think I literally just cooked some like Uncle Ben's rice because I was so nervous to cook in front of people on that first night. But please eat something before you start drinking, especially on that first night, because you don't want to be the person that's got their head down the toilet. You just don't want that to happen. So make sure you do just break through the nerves and cook something for you to eat, because you will regret not eating. So obviously a lot of people don't know what they're going to be doing on the first night, on the first arrivals night. Like, do you guys just sit in? Do you go clubbing? Which obviously will be a bit different for the 2020 freshers because clubs probably won't be open. But I think the day that I moved in, clubs weren't open anyway. So what we did is we just hosted like a house party and managed to get like people from all around like our little campus bit to come round and just meet people and socialise once again, just getting to know more and more people. Because the first night is just so nice because everybody's in the exact same position. Nobody knows each other. So just having like a few people round and meeting people is a really nice idea. People might just stay in with just their housemates and play games and stuff. We didn't do that, as I said. We had a little house party, but everybody's different. Every house decides to do different things. Some just did stuff on their own. Some people did come around. And I think the university actually hosted like a little night and like get together for everyone. And then once again, I don't know what's going to be happening with this year's arrivals day. It might be completely different, but yeah, the uni did host a little something in their like big hall that they have. So the next thing I'm going to be talking about is probably the time when I felt strangest at university, which was the morning after moving in. Waking up by yourself in this new environment is so strange, and waking up thinking, right, okay, I have to make myself breakfast, lunch and dinner today and just fend for myself in this new, completely strange place. It is such a weird feeling, and I was talking to all my friends about it earlier and everybody felt the same. Everybody was literally just sat there like, oh my gosh, I'm by myself now. So prepare yourself to be very confused. Kind of going off of that point of like when you feel strange the morning after, is you'll be so lost on what to do next. You'll literally be sat there overthinking going to the communal area. You'll be like, do I get changed into my normal clothes? Do I stay in my pajamas? Do I put makeup on? You'll be so stuck on what to do next. Because you've moved in with all these new people, like what is everybody else gonna do? But honestly, just do whatever you feel like. Nobody really cares. Once again, everybody's in the same situation. I know I've said it so many times, but it's literally the thing that will get you through most of it, because everybody is. Once a few more people are awake that morning, if I were you, I would just go to the communal area, sit on the sofas and watch TV. Everybody will come and join you, and you just carry on socializing, talking about the night before. And honestly, once again, at this point, it will feel like you have lived together for so long. I was literally sat there looking my worst, hungover. Everyone was literally just sat there watching films with each other. It was so chill and it was so nice. So definitely just go and sit down and try and be with everybody as much as you can for the first few days. So I think that is everything I have to talk to you guys about Arrivals Day today. But if you do have any other questions about Arrivals Day that I haven't mentioned in this video, then feel free to Instagram DM me or comment on the video and I'll definitely get back to you. I'm quite good at replying to comments, so literally just comment any questions you have. And once again, I'll get back to you. But with Arrivals Day, the main thing is just not to worry too much. As I said, everybody is in the same situation. Don't stress, but do very much prepare to feel strange. You're by yourself the first time, like almost ever. You might be a bit overwhelmed, but do not stress too much. As long as you just socialise, be yourself, you will have the best Arrivals Day possible. It is the first time you met everybody. You'll look back on that day and be like, remember our first conversation? I thought this of you and this on this. And it's just so funny looking back on that day. So make sure you just stay chilled, be yourself, and it will all be amazing and go smoothly. So obviously, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any other uni videos that you want me to do before you guys go to university, then literally just tell me and I will almost 100% do them. So yeah, just good luck with Arrivals Day. You will love it. You'll love meeting everybody. It's a great experience. So just stay calm and love it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys with another video next week. bye.